You're in the middle of a busy street, or maybe standing in front of a crowd. You look down, and suddenly, you're completely naked. Your heart races, you scramble to cover up, and the feeling of panic hits hard. But here's the thing, it's just a dream. So, why do we so often find ourselves naked in our dreams? What is our brain trying to tell us? Let's break it down. Dreams about being naked in public are surprisingly common, and they're more than just random nighttime weirdness. They actually reveal a lot about our emotions, particularly feelings of vulnerability and insecurity. Think about it, clothing is how we present ourselves to the world. It's not just fabric. It's a barrier that protects us from being too exposed, both physically and emotionally. In dreams, when we're suddenly stripped of that protection, it's often symbolic of feeling exposed or judged in real life. Maybe you've got a big presentation coming up, or you're navigating a new social circle. Your brain is taking those feelings of being unprepared or self-conscious and turning them into a scenario where you're quite literally laid bare. The dream is like a metaphorical mirror of your fears. What if people see the real you? But here's something even more fascinating. It's not always about embarrassment. Sometimes, these dreams are tied to self-image and how you think the world perceives you. When you dream of being naked, especially if you feel anxious about it, it might be your mind highlighting your fear of judgment or your concern about not fitting into society's expectations. Let's take it a step further. Public nudity dreams are often linked to control. Many times when you have this dream, it's in a scenario where you suddenly realize you're exposed and you feel powerless to stop it. That feeling of being out of control can stem from situations in your waking life where you feel like things are happening to you and you don't have the ability to change or prevent them. Your dream becomes a vivid reflection of that lack of control. But not all dreams of nudity are about shame or anxiety. Sometimes the sensation of being naked in public can actually feel liberating. If the dream feels more like freedom than panic, it could represent a desire for authenticity, a longing to be your true self without the constraints of societal expectations. Your brain could be using the dream to say, hey, maybe it's time to be more honest with yourself and others. What's really interesting is that the setting of the dream, public places, is crucial. Being naked alone in a dream doesn't carry the same weight. The public aspect adds the pressure of being watched, judged, or exposed. It's like your subconscious is saying, what if everyone saw who I really am? And get this, there's even a psychological theory that connects these dreams to major life transitions. Maybe you're starting a new job, entering a new phase in a relationship, or going through a period of personal growth. That anxiety of stepping into the unknown might manifest in your dream as public nudity, symbolizing the fear of being unprepared or judged during this change. There's also a biological angle to consider. When you sleep, your brain is actively processing stress, emotions, and memories. The amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear and anxiety, tends to be highly active during REM sleep, the stage when most vivid dreams occur. If you've been stressed or feeling exposed in real life, your brain takes that emotional energy and turns it into a scenario that perfectly reflects those feelings, being naked in public. But let's flip the script for a second. What if this dream isn't about shame or fear? What if it's about freedom? There's a theory that dreams of being naked might actually represent a desire to shed the layers we hide behind in daily life. Our titles, roles, and responsibilities. And just be. In that sense, nudity in dreams could symbolize a longing for truth, vulnerability, or even a break from the pressures of conformity. So, why do we dream about being naked in public? It could be anxiety about how others perceive us, a fear of judgment, a sense of losing control, or even a desire for freedom and authenticity. These dreams reflect what's happening beneath the surface in our waking lives. The next time you find yourself naked in a dream, don't panic. Instead, ask yourself, what am I feeling vulnerable about? Am I afraid of being exposed or judged? Or am I ready to embrace who I am, no matter what others think? Dreams might seem strange, but they often reflect our most important emotional experiences. So, take a closer look. You might learn something about yourself in the process. Sweet dreams, and remember, sometimes it's okay to be a little exposed.